Woo! There you go. You look beautiful. Let me twist my hat to the side because it looks a little crazy today. Don't feel like adjusting it. And today we're going to talk about how to generate leads as a digital marketing agency on the LinkedIn platform. Let's get into it, okay? If you guys are not familiar with who I am, my name is Jeremiah Vegan. I run a lead generating agency where we specialize in running LinkedIn campaigns as well as providing inexpensive lead generating techniques. Okay, so we don't use PPC a lot of the times. We use other techniques and we specialize in those things. And if you are running a digital marketing agency and you're not using LinkedIn, you're missing out on a lot of opportunities. Mainly because LinkedIn is the world's largest platform for professionals. It's not as sexy as the other social media platforms, primarily because it's very specific, and a lot of the times the things that you can do is overwhelming to a lot of people for some reason. And it was overwhelming for me starting out. So now that I got the hang of it, I was able to get some mentors, and it's to the point where I got LinkedIn pretty much down packed to a T within only a couple of months. And I want to talk to you guys about how you can actually benefit from it using LinkedIn, okay? So we're going to give an example as far as what you can do to generate leads for your agency. The first thing that you want to do is you want to obviously log into LinkedIn. Now, I highly recommend that you use LinkedIn's paid version, which is Sales Navigator, because LinkedIn doesn't like you to generate leads commercially without using that Sales Navigator tool. And the Sales Navigator tool gives you so many options, and it gives you more in-depth search when you're searching for prospects. Alright, so now that you got that down packed, the next thing that you want to do is you want to identify who your target audience is as an agency. Who do you want to focus on? Okay, just because you're a digital marketing agency and your agency helps other businesses doesn't necessarily mean that you should just target everybody. You want to narrow down who your target audience is. I can't stress that enough. If you're a digital marketing agency, maybe you can specialize in helping real estate investors or plumbers or attorneys or whatever the case may be. You want to make sure that you narrow down who you target. Now, keep in mind, just because you narrow down who your target audience is doesn't necessarily mean that you can't help other people in other industries. You're just simplifying the process for yourself, and you're targeting a specific network. So when you're on LinkedIn, you now have a pool full of people in a certain industry. So now you can create your content accordingly. So when you make a post, you can post specifically towards attorneys because you know that your network is filled with attorneys. Same thing for your profile. If you go to your profile, you can simply put that you are a digital marketing specialist specifically towards a specific industry. So when someone visits your profile, you can definitely resonate with them and hit their pain points because they are more than likely going to need the service that you provide, okay? So just kind of keep that in mind. So now that you identify who your target audience is going to be, the next thing that you want to do is you want to do outreach. Now, I don't have Sales Navigator on this account yet. I have to renew it. Forgot to renew it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this magnifying glass, and I'm going to, just as an example, use this the basic version of LinkedIn to do the outreach and reach out to those people that I want to reach out to as a digital marketing agency. All right. Next thing I want to do is I want to target the decision maker. Alright, so for this video, let's say I want to target founders. Alright, that's the job title. And I want to target, let's say I want to target attorneys. And I'm in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, so a lot of times I put locally just because it gives me the flexibility to meet with them if I want to meet with them. And they, a lot of the times, will gravitate towards you more when you're local. But you can do business nationally, internationally, however you want to do it. But let's just put Charlotte just as an example. And I want to target a specific industry. So let's say I want to do I never did this before. I never typed in this industry before. So I don't know if this would populate. Let's do law. See what comes up with law. Law. Attorney. You know what? Let's do dentist. That seemed like that'd be easier to target. Dentist. I'm not a really good speller. Okay, so what I did was I hit connections, second, third connections. Second and third just means people that are not in your network already, essentially. And then what I did was I typed in founder, I put in location being Charlotte, and in the industries I put law practice, and I can also put in law enforcement just to see who comes up if I want to target people in that area as far as digital marketing is concerned. And then what I'll do is then I would just search apply, and then as you can see I had people coming up, right? These are the results that came up based on what I put into that profile filter. We even right here got a law attorney or whatever. Now what I can do is I can simply connect with them by just pressing the connection button, and I can add a note, and I can just say thanks for connecting. Figured I would reach out. Figured I would reach out. Boom. No spam, just sending a connection, send invites, make sure the caps are off, and you just send that. Alright. Next thing I can do, I can even do one better, and if you want you can actually go on a person's profile, and then based off what you see on your profile you can then send a connection based off what you see on their profile. Alright, and you can do this about 5 to 10 people per day, so you can send maybe 5 to 10 connection requests per day, and then make sure they're personalized, so you will come across as sending just a generalized canned message, and it would just build a rapport with them a lot quicker if you're able to do it that way. Alright, so that's kind of how you can do that as a digital marketing agency inquiring about your services. Maybe later on in the video, on another video I'll talk about what kind of messages you should send, because I think a lot of people do that. They have a tendency to spam, and they're really aggressive with their marketing techniques. Copy is very important. Copywriting is very important. So it's very important what you say in your messages, so you want to come across as someone that is speaking to them personally, even if your message is pre-written. So I'll talk about that in another video. Talk to you guys soon. Make sure that you subscribe. I almost forgot. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube, and then make sure that you hit the bell, the notification bell, so you can get leads every week. The channel is growing, so I'm gonna be consistently posting content to you guys. So make sure that you do that, and visit JeremiahVega.com if you want us to generate leads for you. See ya.